Another one related to toileting is just in terms of generalization. So, this particular student is able to urinate and bowel movement, et cetera, at home, but isn't generalizing to school. My next question was, hey, well, what about can he, what about other public places, he, she, and they said, yeah, no problem. Like they've generalized to other public places, but for some reason, this student will not eliminate in the toilet at school.
And the first thing, my first question was, how much are they really trained at home? Like, are they initiating, or are they relying on somebody always asking, do you need to go to the bathroom? How about now? Do you want to go to the bathroom now? And that could like create a lot of prompt dependency. So for them to really be able to generalize the skill, there's a certain level of independence and initiation that they need to have with the skill. So you want to look at that and see, are they initiating at home? And if they're not, then let's talk about how we can teach them to initiate at home. And then just to work on the school side, because they do need to use the bathroom at school, I would talk about putting it into a schedule, either a timed interval, like setting a timer every hour or so. Well, I mean, you would start by looking at when their accidents are happening, how long they can hold it for, when they're actually eliminating. And if they're going about every hour, let's just say, so you put them on a timed interval for about 45 minutes and you take them every 45 minutes. And when you take them, make sure that you're not asking them, do you need to go to the bathroom, but also creating that initiation. And the timer beeps and they have to do something, whether it's like give a picture or say I need the bathroom, or even just get up and go if that's an option. Trying to train that on an interval, or depending on the age of the student and the way the classroom runs, sometimes it's just scheduled into the day, and that could help eliminate some of that as well. It may not teach the initiation as much, but it could just help eliminate some of the problem behavior.
Sure, you touched on two things. Number one, just in terms of initiations, I never, ever, ever ask anyone, do you have to go to the bathroom? Because the usual response is no, because you're taking me away from something I love to do. So I'm just going to say, no, I can't, I don't have to go. But secondly, you're right, it doesn't teach an initiation, it teaches them to respond to an adult. If I do have to tell a student that they have to go to the bathroom, it's time to go now, it would be, hey, let's go to the bathroom, not, hey, do you have to go? But really what we do is the timer goes off. Sometimes the students don't even hear the timer, because I also don't want them to get dependent on the timer. What we'll do is maybe the timer will go off just for us, and then it'll just prompt us to show them a picture, and a picture or words that say I have to go to the washroom or I need the bathroom, period, is what they need to do. And then secondly, the other thing that you touched on was just analyzing the data and looking at time of day, etc., but also looking at function. Right? So at school, to me, it sounds like there might be something else going on. So, is the function maybe attention, like when the student has an accident? Is it that the teacher is giving them lots of attention? Remember, negative attention is still attention. Or is it that, I don't know, they really don't want to disengage from whatever they're doing at school because, they're scared that they're not going to finish their classwork, or they're really enjoying what they're doing, etc. So maybe they don't want to disengage either. So taking a look at the function, and that could definitely be part of it.
Yeah, there's definitely a lot to look at when you talk about like toilet training, all the behaviors around it. So it is a lot, and really finding where is it falling apart. Like at what point is the behavior not showing up. And initiation is a huge one. I get that a lot, where like they're fully trained, but they're so dependent on somebody taking them. So it really is important to always think about how we're giving them that independence over the entire routine, knowing when to go, knowing how to sense their body, and going themselves and not needing an adult. So it's a huge piece.
For sure.